What's up, everybody? Mike Hill Hobbies here. Got Lord Raven today. Spirit Halloween called me last night or yesterday around noon. Said you can come pick up Lord Raven now if you want to. I got on the list for the displays and all of the floor models at Spirit, and I was lucky enough to get a call on Lord Raven. So it's October 28th, 2022. I got this thing 50% off today. Boom! So this is the display on the floor. So they just put it back in the box. I'm gonna open the box, see what it looks like. The lady says it works. I'm hoping it does. They did offer me also that pumpkin guy that they had up front next to Lord Raven. But only 50% off, and he was broken. And that thing I think is like $360 something, maybe $320 something. And not to say that it's not a good quality or a good idea, but I don't know, something about it, it's not like my first pick for an animatronic. So even 50% off, I really wouldn't want it, and definitely not since it's broken. And the lady was like, well, I got some brand new ones in the box if you want a nice one for $300. And I was like, I wouldn't even pay half price for that thing. Not saying it's not a good quality. I don't know. There's just something about it that's just not my first pick. I see that glare on the wall there. Maybe I'll turn this a little. Lord Raven, let's do it. Spirit Halloween, thank you. So, I'm assuming there's no directions or anything in the box. There's a link on the box for questions about setup, or if you need to get a hold of them about parts or anything. Got a hand here. I don't know what's going on here. It's just kind of thrown in here, so I'm not sure where to start. Frame. Ta-da. Another hand. There. Hazy. All right. This is some plug to the sensor, I'm guessing. There's an arm, another arm that fell out of it, and the clothing. It's actually pretty good quality. It's just that it's just like that weed stop material that you put down in the garden, but it's a really, really thick one. Yeah, seems pretty nice. Put that to the side. And the electronics are just kind of thrown in here. Okay. Nothing looks broken. It's a little dented here, but just push that out. Everything looks okay with the electronics. Maybe put a little bit of grease on the moving parts. Cotter pins are all, well, those ain't cotter pins, but the clips look good. Control box. So it does have sound volume, which I'm happy about. Set that to the side. Head. Head's looking good. Okay, this is the hood. Power cord. Oh, I guess I do got directions in here. Perfect. Just got some cardboard and some plastic from packaging, and the directions are in here, so that's nice. The lady didn't know if they were in here when I picked it up this morning. When they first called me, they told me 20%, and I was like, I don't know, man. And then the lady goes, you know what? I'll do 50%. And I was like, done. I'll be there in the morning. Can you hold it? She's like, I can hold it tonight. I said, I can't be there till like 9:30 in the morning today. She's like, okay, I'll hold it till then. She did. So these are all beat. They're going in. Assuming C goes to B. Okay, everything seems all right. It's a little wobbly, but that's kind of the nature of this. This is really loose fitting stuff. So I would say it has to be that this goes on. That's gonna be the head facing that way. Not sure what they call this part. This thing's actually pretty tall. Okay. So these arms, the one arm was already in here. So I'm assuming the other arm needs to go in here before I put this on. Same little deal, same connectors. So I'm gonna put this arm through here. One. This arm is here. So I got both arms in the material. Put this over. Possibly. Okay. Don't want to rip anything. Super easy. Tell you what, if you can't put this guy together, you don't need to be putting anything together. Outside, you probably just do one side then. The one arm came out, so I'm just gonna slide this one in. Okay. Now, my plan is to overhaul this thing. And if you have not seen what Wicked Makers did to their Lord Raven, go to Wicked Makers YouTube channel right now or as soon as this is over and look at what they did to Lord Raven. Theirs looks fantastic. I mean, you can really really take this guy and make him look sweet. Which is the main reason I wanted him. I mean, I like him anyway, but just what you can do with him is really, really cool. There's a delivery guy for the neighbor out in my front yard taking pictures of my display. So that's pretty cool. That's what it's there for. Hazy baby. Okay, back to Lord Raven. Okay, put the head on, tuck the electronics in there. Not sure how far up this. I guess this comes up to here. Okay, yeah, because this is where there's a couple Velcros here. I'm guessing that's where the hood connects to. Oh, this guy's pretty sweet. Oh, this guy is sweet. I'm excited. I love it. It's gonna look awesome next to the Wizard. All right, I had to take a quick break. There was a couple of delivery guys for the neighbor outside, walking around getting pictures of everything I got out front, and then a golf cart with like 5 or 6 little girls pulled up. Ah, that's the Stranger Things, Max. So back to the Lord Raven. All right. Okay. The hands. I'm assuming the smaller one is gonna try to act like a thumb here. Maybe not. Yeah, surely that has to go there. No? Maybe that one goes here. Okay. Oh, this guy is so cool. This guy is so cool. There's any Velcro or something under the arm here. Dude, I mean, if this thing don't even work, it's sweet. I mean, I couldn't be any more happy with this thing. Right. I'm gonna get everything plugged in here. Okay. Got a red plug and a purple plug from the head. And that goes into the control box. Thankfully, they are RCA jacks. Perfect. And then you just have the connector going to the sensor. And that's it. Okay, so everything's connected there. In the back, there's some Velcro in the back you connect. There is 3 pieces of Velcro. Connect up. Yeah, I guess 3 in the back and really 1 on top. So, come around here. 1 on top. No, make that 2 on top. Okay. And oh, this thing is so cool. This thing is so cool. Now I got the hood. The hood has a piece of Velcro on the very top. And there's 1 on his head. And then there's 2. There's 1 on each side here. So that's going to be for these little flaps right here on the collar. I'll get this on the head. Make it look good back here. Velcro. Oh, wait, you know what? Okay, so the hood actually connects to the Velcro on the side of the head here. And then this collar looks like it's actually going to come around the back of the head. Okay, well, I don't know what I said for collar pieces of Velcro, but there's actually 2 more than what I initially said. So that's it. Oh man. It is awesome. Put this back a little bit. I mean, it's cool. That is cool. I'm like 5'7.5", 5'8", I think, somewhere around there. I mean, technically you could bend the metal and put the arms really kind of in the shape you want, but this gives it that nice, like, big feel to it. Like if a bear was coming at you, they tell you to get as big as you can and raise your voice to try to deter the bear. Let me get a cord here real quick. I'm gonna have to start labeling all my power cords, animatronics. Plug this in, and we're going. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, get it plugged in and see how we do. Okay, plugged in. I don't know if that's censored. Something ain't right. Something ain't right because nothing's moving. Okay. It should be turning here. Right, I gotta do a little troubleshooting because something is not working. All right, so the motor for the arms is here, and this is the motor for the neck, which goes on those brackets there. Both motors are connected good. They're just sitting there spinning, making noise on the inside, but the actual brackets don't spin. So I called the number on the box for Spirit, and he is getting the parts, both motor boxes or gearboxes or motor boxes to the parts department and request to send, but he could not. This is Friday the 28th, and Halloween is Monday, and he couldn't guarantee me that they will be here for Halloween, but they will be here, which is good for me. I'm happy with that. And then he also advised me if I could take these off. There's a little silicone band inside of here which connects the gears to this rod, I'm assuming. And he thinks that could be the problem in case I wanted to try to tackle this myself, in case the new motor boxes didn't get here on time to put him out for display on Halloween. So that's what I'm gonna try right now. All right, so I got the motor assembly off. It's really simple. You just have the one RCA jack to unplug, and then 4 Phillips head screws or star screws. Not star, but like the cross screw, Phillips head. And then the whole assembly comes off. Then you have 4 Phillips head screws for the body of the motor. And I think that's all you need to take off. There is another screw here and one here, but I'm assuming since these are raised shoulders inside of here, that's holding something in place in there, so I'm not going to touch those. Just going to pull this up, and hopefully this right here just I don't know, man. I'm just gonna slide it up. This slides up and I can feel it stopping on something, so I'm not gonna put any real pressure. Okay, all right. So I don't see any silicone band. I don't know what that guy was talking about. All I see are gears. It's just some gears in here. This gear here is just kind of laying there. So that could be the issue. But here is the gear that connects to the bracket. So now maybe the band is in here. That's probably what the band is probably in here from this motor, which connects to the first gear. Yeah, that's probably where that band is. So I'm gonna plug this thing in, and if none of these gears here are moving, then I know it's in this little housing that's on the side of the main housing. And I'll be right back. All right, so I went back over to Lord Raven, plugged this in, turned the power on. Sure enough, you can hear the motor spinning, kind of like a grinding noise, but none of these gears are moving. So it has to be in this little housing here. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this housing back on here. I'm not sure exactly how this gear goes. I'll have to try to figure that out. But I'll figure out how this gear goes, put this back on here. And let me just figure it out right here. I'm assuming it should go. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's the gear. That's how it goes. I can't really hold it up anymore. I don't want anything to fall out. That's how that should look on the inside. So if you need to and you've taken this apart, just freeze it right here and you can see that's how the gears go. Of course you have this one, which this piece here is going to go right into that collar right there. So make sure my power cord's in the right spot. And this will go like this because you have this rod is going to go through that middle gear there. That one right there. So I'm just going to line it up like so. Don't force anything. Just give everything a little twist if you need to. Okay, so that's back together. All right, so that was easy. I'm just gonna get a couple screws in here before I touch that motor assembly. Here, put a couple screws in. I'm just gonna go catty corner, put a couple screws just to hold it together so nothing's flimsying around. I will say it didn't take too long. It took maybe 15 minutes to get tech support on the phone with the wait time. But once the guy came on, he was super friendly, super helpful, no kind of rudeness whatsoever. And all he was concerned about was helping me out, which is awesome. He checked, made sure they had the two gearboxes in. Well, first, he went through his, check this, check that. But once he went through that and we realized the gearboxes are an issue, he checked, made sure the parts are in stock, and then he put them on order for the parts department to get them shipped out as soon as they can. Like I say, it's the 28th of October 2022, and this year Halloween's on a Monday, so today's Friday. Most likely I won't have those parts by Halloween, so that's why he gave me the idea to check some band, and I'm assuming that band's in here. But super friendly guys. If you get anything from Spirit and you need trouble, or you have some troubleshooting issues, or you need to call them for anything, I gotta give them props, man. They're really, really good. So that is awesome. Customer support is A+. All right. It looks to me like this is just a cover here that's gonna come off. I hope so. Hopefully I'm not doing the wrong thing here. And the guy might have been able to walk me through this part, but okay, yeah, so that is just for a cover. And voila, he's right. It's just a little silicone band in there. Huh. So it looks like that thing got stuck at some point. Sorry, I know it's not letting me focus there. At some point, this little band got stuck right there, and the little pulley just basically ate it up, and it got hot and popped loose. Wow. Okay. Yeah, you can see little fragments of the band, the little white pieces where it got hot and just spinning on it. So that's the issue. Once I get that band or figure something out, you know what I'm going to try? I literally last week went to Dollar Tree and I bought some little bitty hair ties just about this size for my kiddos. I'm going to try one out. Let me go get that and I'll be right back. Okay. So, Dollar Tree has these little hair ties. Check this out. It's just about the same size as the silicone band that's inside of here. And you can see the silicone band, it's got all kinds of little fractures in it. If I start pulling on it, you can see where it's coming apart everywhere. And that, I haven't done anything to it other than just take it off. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they need to look at some different kind of silicone or something for their parts, but yeah, that thing's definitely no good. So I'm just going to try this out. Hopefully it's definitely not going to be too much pressure on these gears because it's barely anything, but I just don't think these gears are going to turn it. I don't know if it's going to turn these gears, especially when the weight is on this bracket. I think it's going to slip. Yeah, that's probably why they're using the silicone, because the silicone isn't going to slip on these plastic gears. It would make more sense to me to just use a little belt with some grooves in it. It definitely would last much longer. But you can always try two. There's definitely room for two of these. You probably could get away with three. I'm just going to try two. We're going to see what happens here. Okay, it won't let me turn it now with the little bracket. Now it will let me turn it when I take the belts off. So I'm going to go with two of these on here. Two of these Dollar Tree hair ties. It may not be the best idea, okay? It might end up getting caught and burn this thing up. But I have the motor assemblies on the way to me. and Halloween is in 2 days. So in a pinch, Dollar Tree, yet again, saves the day. So I'm not going to put this cover on here. I'm going to go over to it, plug it in, and see if this starts spinning now. And then I'll be back. It works. So I'm going to throw this cover back on. Walk it over there. Look, you can see I got those little 2 Dollar Tree little hair ties on there. Silicone band's no good. Just like the guy at Spirit thought it was. Thought the problem was. Now you can see that these bands, they're not sticking up or anything. They're not going to obstruct or... Let me wipe a... You can see some of the silicone fragments in there too. So if you need this in a pinch, it's Halloween day or a couple days before Halloween, and you got some of these props with whatever the part number and model of this motor is. I don't know. I'll know as soon as the new parts get here. And it isn't working, or you can hear it and it's just rattling. This thing was just like rattling. Like you could hear the motor moving, which was spinning this, but it wasn't turning any of the guts inside because of that. Well, if that's the case, those little hair ties can save you. So, and they might actually hold up better than the silicone belt, but I don't know for sure. Get this guy in here. Hold this cover back on. Come on, come on, come on. This screwdriver head is a little bit too big for this screw. Don't go too tight, just get them finger tight. Now, a tall tell, I would say, is going to be this here, this rod. If you get this and you don't feel comfortable taking any of this apart, just take this rod and try to move it with your fingers. If it just does like that and you can't move it, then most likely the belt is good, because when this belt was on there and it snapped, I could just take this thing and I could spin it around freely, like really, really easy. I didn't have to put any kind of torque behind it at all. And now I can't do that. It's just sitting still. So it's locked in good with that Dollar Tree belt now. Okay, I'm gonna go plug this in over here and then show you that moves with the Dollar Tree belt. I'm not going to call them hair ties anymore. Those are the belts. Okay, just going to set it up here. We should be able to watch that arm move around. I'll turn it on. Sorry, oh, there it is. Ha ha!
How dare you enter my home?
Oh yeah.
If you value your position.
So I'm going to do that same thing to the arm motor, because I'm guessing that's what it is. And the good thing is, for this arm motor, if you come around to the back here, there it is right there. So it's super easy to get to. I won't even have to take this motor assembly off. I'm just going to undo that one screw, pull the cover, clean it out. Hopefully it's just that little silicone band, and then put some Dollar Tree hair ties on there. So I'm going to get that done, and then I'll be back for the final. All right, same thing. This is the motor assembly for the arms. Same deal, silicone band, broken, little fragments of silicone everywhere. So Dollar Tree hair ties going on the back too. Got 2 more hair ties here. Wiped out the housing a little bit. Wiped off the, well, there's still a little bit more silicone I can wipe off of there. So I went ahead and plugged this motor assembly for the arms in, which is eventually going to be for wings. I'm going to hit the power to make sure this moves. And yes, well, you can't see it, but nothing's moving right now. Yep, so I'm going to get the hair ties on here, and hopefully they will move the arms. I'll be right back. Okay, got 2 of those hair ties on there. Gonna hit the power and see if these arms move.
How dare you enter my forest?
Voila!
If you value your pathetic human
There we go.
turn
Come around the front.
or come closer.
You see the neck mechanism is moving now too. Beautiful. So, got this cover. I'm gonna get the cover back on here and get this thing back together. Okay, I'm back. I've got both of the motors temporarily or permanently fixed for this. I mean, they're gonna stay like that. I'm gonna get the new ones in and replace it, and then I'll just keep those for backups. But it is working, so I'm gonna continue putting this guy back together and get it going. All right. So, just making sure I've got nothing obstructing anything here. Come back with this here in the back. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 Velcro pieces total to hold this on the back. Hunchback deal. Get the head on. Nice and easy, just pops down into those little brackets. I've got the 2 connectors here, red and purple. Make sure these are going to be out of the way, not getting caught in anything. Okay, so that should be good. The hood I already had on here. Get these other 2 pieces of Velcro. Just kind of comes up and hides where the neck stops to the framing. So that's good. Okay. So everything is connected now on Lord Raven, and hopefully works good now that all the clothes are on. Like I said, no matter what, this thing is pretty impressive just looking at it. I mean, I'm sure most trick-or-treaters are gonna be like, wow, when they walk, this tall next to it. So I'm just gonna take one more look in the back, open it up and make sure nothing is obstructed here. There's plenty of room to open up and take a look. I just wanna make sure these cables for the neck mechanism is not gonna get affected at all. And they seem to be good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this thing on. Got the volume almost all the way up, and I have it on sensor.
How dare you enter my forest? If you value your pathetic human life, turn
Working good.
or come closer.
If you're hearing that banging, that's not the motors. That is, sorry, the mouth. If you look right in there, they actually put a couple pieces of foam there so it doesn't make a loud noise. That's what that is. It's all working. Oh, it's sweet. It's sweet. Look, if you get one of these like I did, where it's getting to the end of the season and they're going half price or whatever, even if you pay, only 20% off and you get it home and it doesn't work, try what I'm talking about. Try what they told me and then do what I did. Take that little piece off and see if that band is broke. If that band's broke, make a trip to Dollar Tree, Walmart, anywhere, and get those little bitty hair ties. Take the little silicone ring with you so you can match it up. I use 2 because I don't think 1 would have enough elasticity to keep it tight enough to keep it going. And 2 is definitely not too much. I probably could use 1 more, but I'm just going to stick with the 2. So that is Lord Raven. Super pumped, super happy. I got this thing half off today, and they're sending me new motor assemblies, so not much to complain about. If you're buying it this late in the season and you're getting a display model, I guess you can't really be mad if something doesn't work. You just gotta troubleshoot it and work through it to get it to work. But yeah, I like it. Got the wizard back there hiding. So this guy's gonna get a makeover. Like I said, go to Wicked Makers YouTube channel and check their video out. They do some really awesome stuff. They actually just turned full-time on YouTube, so they're going to be pumping out more videos. But what they did to Lord Raven is phenomenal. It looks really, really good. So check them out, definitely. Yeah, so that's it on Lord Raven. Thank you.